We are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Cardi B was going on a full rage rant on Spaces saying that she got a diss track where she will be dissing Nicki Minaj, Akbar, and Scratch Off. Let's hear what the Sympathy and Payola reciter had to say.
Just for fun, since everybody want to tell me to get in the booth, everything you bitches is asking for, I'm not gonna ignore it. You're right. I'm gonna get in the booth, but I'm gonna do it for my album again. Fuck. Y'all bitches gonna start working for me. Y'all hoes gonna have to start making me money some way, somehow. Y'all hoes is not gonna keep using my name and getting clout for me. Your wish is my mother command. That album, that third album, is coming in hot. And I'm gonna give straight bullets in y'all bitches head on it. Since y'all want it so bad. But it's when I say so. Not when true bitches want it. Y'all wait for CB3. For real. Ew, I don't even like calling it CB3. Preview music. I really want to preview actually a song, but I want to do it in a way. I want to do it in a certain way, and I don't know when I'm gonna fit that in my schedule because there's so many things that I have to do. But I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. Official Kai say preview the song, sister. I'm not even gonna talk about it anymore.
Now, everybody keeps telling her to get in the booth when it comes to Akbar, even Scratch Off, because Scratch Off did diss Cardi B on her album. You know, she basically said she didn't need a Birkin or a bag from Cardi B, that her man buys her bags all the time. And then on top of that, she recited a Nicki Minaj bar in Chrome Heart Diaper Bag song. She said, you know, and your ghostwriter needs another reader. So even though there's been a lot of speculation that her and Scratch Off are back cool, I can see her still sending a shot to Scratch Off, only because technically Scratch Off did diss her in two songs. Chrome Heart Diaper Bag and in the song Gimme That. So I think Cardi B's gonna have Partisan Fontaine drag Scratch Off, Nicki Minaj, and Akbar. Reason why Nicki Minaj probably gonna get dragged is because remember back in 2025 when Cardi B's album came out, when the first week sales were announced, Nicki Minaj started dragging Cardi B to filth. Okay? And allegedly Cardi B is still holding that against Nicki Minaj and she will be clapping back. But she wants to clap back on her album because she's hoping the diss tracks increase the album sales, even though it didn't do it for Am I Ugly album. But maybe next time around it will increase the album sales and she might surpass 228, which she was hoping to do with the second album. So let me know how much y'all think Cardi B is going to do first week with her album. She did 200, technically 199.6. That's technically what she did, but they rounded up to 200,000. So let me know what y'all think her first week sales will be for her third studio album, and if you think she finally gonna get a hit record, because to me, she hasn't had a hit record since Up and Wild. So let me know how y'all feel about that. So as we know, India.Arie has called out Young Miami's song Spend Out for being harmful to the Black community. It looks like Jay White, who was the producer of the song Spend That, teases a remix using India.Arie's video song. Okay, so it looks like Carisha's team is trying to troll India.Arie. Think it's a dumb idea because India.Arie does like to sue. So I would not troll nobody that can legally take you to court. And I also think that, you know, India.Arie was being a little bit dramatic, but people got to realize she's done this before. Like I said yesterday in the video that I did, she has called out Megan Thee Stallion. She's called out Janelle Monáe for the way they dress and the way they presented themselves at the Essence Festival. So she has a history of doing that. She's an OG in the game. She's very spiritual, very soulful. So her having an issue with, you know, hip hop music should not be shocking to anybody. I do feel like there's worse music that she can call out though. I don't feel like Young Miami's music is the worst and the most harmful music to ever, come out. But I think it's because Young Miami is in cahoots, or she has a relationship with Diddy still. Don't be fooled. I think a lot of people are going to drag her for that because of her putting out the witness statement. Or no, not the witness statement. It was a character statement, bigging up Diddy. And she did an interview with Charlamagne the God, bigging up Diddy, even after everything that has came out. So I think that's another reason why people are calling out Carisha versus the other female rappers, is because of her connection with Diddy. Now, moving back on to 29 Faces, Cardi B has been awarded another $60,000 after Tasha K violated their settlement by discussing the rapper's love life, not including the $4 million she's still owing her. According to the court documents, the $60,000 must be paid in 2 installments. If she misses a payment, she'll have to pay the full $110,000 immediately via billboard. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Cardi B brags about having millions and millions of dollars. And my whole thing is, I don't think she's as rich as she says she is, because she's always trying to get money from bloggers. And here's the thing. I get Tasha K, said what she said about you a few years ago, but I don't feel like Tasha K shouldn't be able to talk about Stefan Diddy or Off the Cheap, because they're celebrities too. Just because they're attached to you, that doesn't mean anything. You shouldn't fuck them. No shade. I mean, nobody told you to be a hoe. So at the end of the day, I feel as though she is only doing that because, Tasha K is a black woman in the blogging world. And just like Milagro, she's an easy target, especially for the celebrities, because they're not as rich as the other bloggers. I done heard academics, Joe Budden drag you to filth. Joe Budden was calling you a hoe when you was pregnant and you was quiet. Academics said you were the least attractive baby mama amongst Stefan Diddy's roster, and you was quiet. Okay, but you coming at Tasha K because she talked about your love life when your love life is messy and the only thing that's keeping you in the blogs, because it damn sure ain't the fucking music. I don't really understand. Now, if Tasha K, says something derogatory about, your children or anything like that, I can see you taking her to court for that. But her talking about your messy ass love life, 2 baby daddies, 4 kids, no ring, not even divorced. I mean, everybody's going to talk about that because it looks ghetto as fuck. So I don't really understand it. I think Cardi B is a little bit delusional, and she thinks that she is above criticism, and she's not. You will always get critique, especially over here, okay? You're not fooling nobody. You're not intimidating nobody over here. Now, moving on to Tyla. It has been allegedly reported that Tyla has kicked off her Roc Nation era with a Times Square digital takeover, which is a flex for a few artists. The South African superstar has officially signed a global deal with Camel Face label following the end of her run with Epic Records, and the timing couldn't even be more deliberate. The signing lands just weeks before her sophomore album, A-Pop, drops in July 24th, of course, making it clear that this just isn't a business move, it's a full relaunch. Tyla is stepping into a new phase of her career with serious institutional muscle behind her, and she's doing it on her own terms. Whoa. Camel Face signing the Rihanna replacement? Wow. That's just disrespectful. He must not like Rihanna. That is just disrespectful. Rihanna do not fool with that girl. They gonna be on the same label. Plus, you got Ira Star. Camel Face is just greedy. You got Ira, Rihanna, and Tyla. Who's next? Thames? I mean, he just greedy. Snatching up everybody. Okay? He can't even help Ira Star. What can he do for Tyla? Ira Star's still flopping. I like Ira. But, she flopping right now. I know Rihanna ain't gonna be too happy about this. This better be fake. This better be fake. I know Rihanna is pissed because she cannot stand Tyler the copycat. Wow, wow, wow. He was like, listen, Rihanna, you not making me no money musically. He make money from Rihanna in other ways, but musically, he hasn't been making money off of Rihanna because she hasn't released anything in over a decade. So he was like, listen, I got to sign your replacement. Wouldn't be the first time he did so. If y'all remember what happened to Rita Ora, the original Rihanna replacement. This is about to get uglier than Cardi B's original face. I can see this getting very fucking messy. Oh Lord, it's about to get messy, messy, messy. And they both gonna have to go to the Devil Nation brunch in February. But I definitely think Camel Face is doing Rihanna completely dirty. First, he's buying 50% of her company. Next, he's signing one of her ops, a person she definitely doesn't like. It's clear as day there's an agenda to kind of sabotage Rihanna. But then again, no shade to Riri, she did it to herself. I mean, it's almost like she just gave Camel Face the door to kind of, ruin her career. I mean, you relied on Fenty for how many years, and now, you may not even have that company. And then on top of that, the sales are low. The sales are going down 20% each year. I feel like she kind of sabotaged herself. So I can't even fully sympathize. And it's like she almost gave him the gun. And he was like, pow, pow, I'm finna end your career. And this is not the first time he's tried to do this before. Now, do I think he's going to completely end Rihanna's career? No, but I do feel like, just like when Anti got leaked, I do feel like there's some sabotagery going on, especially if they're signing Tyler. Now, hopefully, this is completely fake, because if this real, Rihanna, you might need to go to a different label. Okay, and there was reports that she's releasing music, but she's not releasing it fast enough. That's why the Rihanna replacement is going to Roc Nation. Now, moving on to Scratch Off. Unfortunately, Scratch Off's Big Mama appears on the list of albums affected by Spotify's bots removal on July 1st. The album received over 900,000 botted streams according to the update, and now the album is negative 925,000 streams. Okay? So now the album basically ain't receiving no streams because it's in the negative. I'm like, what is going on here? I'm like, if I would Scratch Off, I would just retire musically because this is ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't even understand how the label's recouping any money from Scratch Off if this is what's happening. So honestly, I feel bad for Scratch Off. Do I feel bad enough to stream anything? No, but I feel bad for her because I feel like Scratch Off is very talented. Well, I won't say very, but she's more talented than Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, in my opinion. But unfortunately, I feel like the BBL light skin ATL persona doesn't work in Scratch Off's favor. And I also feel like she got too big-headed too quickly and she got humbled. You always got to remain humble. And I think once Low Energy took off, you can tell she was feeling herself. You can tell she was feeling herself once Low Energy took off. And then, she dissed Ckiminaj on Put It on the Floor, right? You can tell she was feeling herself. She really thought she was going to blow up. But girl, there's a lot of light-skinned girls with BBLs. You not special. We got Sweetie. You got Cardi B, Doja Cat got a BBL. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not the only one, right? So you got to stand out. And unfortunately, amongst your peers, you don't stand out enough. And I think also people don't care that she's 21 below average's baby mama. I think actually that put a bad taste in people's mouths. And that's probably one of the reasons why people are not supporting her, because she is a baby mama and an alleged side chick to a married man. Oh, they're saying Ice Spice was seen kissing and getting a little bit too close with Tobey Maguire at the Michael Rubin's white party in the Hamptons. Let me know how y'all feel about that. In my opinion, I feel like Ice Spice right now, she's looking for any type of, I wouldn't say PR stunt, but to get into the media in some way, shape, or form. Have we been talking about Ice Spice all year? No, except for the fact that Stunna Sandy got on a Drake album before her. That's the only time she made any noise this year. So to me, I feel like, I don't know if I believe that this is completely, fully authentic. He is twice her age and has a history of dating younger women. But I feel like there's more to the story in regards to this. And I think Ice Spice is hitting the desperation route for her career. Okay, because right now she's on thin ice. No pun intended. Okay, what's the last hit Ice Spice had? And it wasn't the SpongeBob song, because that barely charted. But anyway, I got some very hot tea on Drake, Taylor, Selena, Justin, Haley, Selena on Patreon. Link will be in the description. I hope you guys have a great day.